So this is what it looks like right now. I added the door and the two windows down here yesterday. Essentially, I just moved down this middle barrier a little bit, and then I made the bottom window thing opaque. That's all I did, and that was to follow the. Let's see, where did I put it? Somewhere over here. Oh, okay, it's because it's here. There. So that's to sort of do something that is similar to this, right? So you can see that I'm just doing a little thing that is similar. It's not the same, but it could be. The next thing we need to do is to get started on the roof. And if you look at it, you can see that there's two regions here. There's one region for the main house, and there's one region for the outer part here. And we can do this in a couple of different ways. I think I'll just do it like this. I will simply select the face at the top here, and I can actually select both of them if I like. So if I select that one as well, I'll do more. Let's see, reflection off. Okay. And if I look at this, you can see that it's basically going out a little bit, and then up a little bit, and then out, and like a little ornament thing. So I'll just do that. So just go to the extrude tool, and then offset this out a little bit, like there. Maybe let it go up just slightly, so that we get this sort of thing. And then just the G key to do it again, then offset it slightly more, perhaps move it up a little bit more this time, and then the G key again, and then offset again, and then the G key maybe up a little bit more. So you can see that it's this thing, and then the G key again, and then up like so. So that creates that top part there. It's probably a little overdone, so I need to pull it in a little bit. And the way I can do that is I just go to object mode, select my house, go to the channel box, and you can see that all the stuff here is actually the construction history, so how it was made. And if I then zoom close here, I can look at this. Maybe this should be a little less, so that's actually this one here. And you can see as soon as I click that one, and I have this tool over here selected, I can adjust this. So I just go and change this so that updates how it was made. Then I click the next one. That is actually okay. And then I need to, it's probably this one, I need to reduce a little bit. Like there. And then perhaps the one before that one there needs to go in a little bit as well, like so. So this looks kind of nice. So I'm just ignoring the fact that I'm doing this thing inside the house because it doesn't really matter. And then I need to put the roof on top. I can either do that here, or I can build a totally separate roof to put it on. Actually, I noticed something here. What is going on inside this window? They just stuck the window on and let us see the roof tiles through it.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I can see that.
We're not gonna make
That is very unprofessional.
Yes, I mean, what's going on?
You could at least put something black in there.
You could do a lot of stuff. Okay.
Put two red eyes in click it on.
Yeah, you could do. So let's see if we can get one from the side. So you can see essentially these are more or less symmetrical. So these are just like going up, and this is going up too. So I'll just do these two inside each other. So I'll just grab this one first, face, grab this one, do the extrude, offset this in a little bit, like I think it's like there maybe, and then do the G key to repeat, and then pull this up, and then pull it in like, I think it's somewhat like this. It's close. Maybe it's too much. Yeah, something like that.
It was really that high.
It was fairly high. Maybe it was a little less high. We can always tweak this.
Yes.
And we can see that this is actually higher than the other part. Then I go to this thing, and I do the same thing.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, maybe we'll fix that when we get to it. So there, and the G key, and move that up. It should be yeah. We'll fix it. It's not going to be a big problem.
Or maybe if you
We can fix it. No worries. And then we'll just make this go in like I think it's like this, right? Something like that. So as you pointed out, this doesn't look too good.
actually kind of
Yes, but I think the architect would be very unhappy. What we can do here is we can just merge these. So I'll just right click and go vertex, grab these two, and keep the move tool on, because then you can see if you get just the vertices you want or you get something else. It should always be in the middle of what you select. You can see this is obviously not what I want. I want those two there. Okay, and then I go edit mesh, merge to center, do the same thing over here, G to repeat. So that fixes that part, and then we can go in here, and this is where it gets really interesting. But you can see that we have this here and that there, which is basically what is connected, right? So you can see that that's what's connected to the roof. You might have to look for it just slightly, but it is that one. And I do the same thing, merge to center. There, and then we go to the other one here, over here, and it's that one and and that one. So sometimes your move tool will get in the way, so I just need to press Q to get the select tool, and then I'll go merge to center. Okay. Let's see how that works. That's not too bad. And actually I can just get rid of these lines here altogether if I like, and grab these, and then I go edit mesh, and I, instead of just clicking delete, if I just delete this, press delete, you'll see that it'll keep its shape and it will actually have a dead vertex in there. So to not do that, I'll just select it, and I just make sure I have it selected. I need to go edge, yeah, and then I'll go to edit mesh, delete edge / vertex, and you can see it'll pop right out. That just deletes it. There you go. So that will remove the edge and also remove any vertices related to it, unless they are related to something else. So that looks a little better. So I think we need to just see here. We need actually to make this roof part here needs to be bigger. Go into this one, and perhaps this one is actually too, yeah, it's too flat. So need to just scale that out a little bit. There we go. And this thing here, I can just grab that and move it over there somewhere. Is that more or less what we were? Oh, I closed it. There we go. See? Yeah, so it's sticking a bit into the other roof. It needs to do that. So perhaps a little further. There we go. Uh-oh. We have weirdness going on here. You can see that black line there and that black line there. That is usually not good. But that's caused by the moving of this. So I guess that if I move it back, grab that one, then when I move this back, you can see that the problem disappears. So I probably just need to make sure I move some of the extra stuff in here. Just go to this here. Just check that I have everything here. So obviously there's these lines here that is related to it. Don't want these. I don't want that one. But this here should work, I guess. So if I move that across, you see I don't get any bad because I'm moving the whole thing here. Otherwise what was happening was that this can be difficult to see, so I'll show it over here. What I was essentially doing in the other side in the beginning was that I'm moving this across, and then we have this weird popping, right? Because this will be reversed. So what I did was I made sure that I grab that part there so that I'll move the whole thing. So that's what I did in here to move it along. Okay? So it's already beginning to look somewhat like what we want. Then we need to do the same thing at the top here to create a little thingy.
Those pebbles?
On the side, yeah, we'll add them just as cubes or something like that at the end. That's the easiest. Just go face and face. I'll make these at the same time, so I'll just select both of them. And then I'm going to do this. And offset this slightly. There you go. Then G, move this up a little bit. Then G, set this out a little bit. And then G, move this up a little bit again. So something like this. Yeah, this is too much. Just minus 0.1. There you go. This is it ends on a straight, so I need to do one more. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Maybe a little much in one of them again. And go in here, find the one that I was using. There, and it's probably this one here. So where is it? Oh, that it wasn't that one. Which one is it? It's the one before last, so it's that one. Then just do this like a 0.5. There we go. So it's not too much. Okay. And let's look at this. Okay, the fence. Yeah, we can draw this and just do it with the use polygon tool and duplicate it along. But really, I think we shouldn't do that. I think we should do it as a texture on a plane. So for this, we'd probably go into. It's always good when students cry.
It's a good song for background.
So just look for images of like roof finishing. Actually, I don't know what these things are called. Like no, the little fancy part.
Yeah, why just make roof beds?
See, there's something there. And then go texture. Or we could just draw one ourselves. So there again. I would guess that it would be on. So this. You see, it has this nice little fancy thing. Let's go to CG textures. They probably have something like this.
My favorite text design.
Is it this thing here? Golden rusty. No, that's not it. Buildings. Household. Let's see. It looks like it's more like facades. We need it to be small pieces. Let's go various. Could be in here. So there we go. Something like this. So perhaps it's in here. The easiest thing was that if I didn't have to bring it into Photoshop first, but you know, it's lagging. I got lag. There we go. So I'll just grab this one. To get this in good quality, you need to sign up and stuff. I'll just use the low quality one here. Save images as various something. Go to my download folder. There and grab. There. Open with Photoshop. Okay. I'll just need to do a copy of this. It's usually a good idea, and then see if I can make the quick mask work for this. It's not too bad, actually. Just a little big. There. Okay, so that was not good. Yes, it's always good. There we go. Delete that. Yeah. Yeah, you know it. Good.
We come from that generation.
So it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I don't know if you know this trick, but in Photoshop, if you need to make sure you have something that is tiling well, you can use the offset filter. So you go to other and go offset, and then I need to set the vertical to 0, and then just use the horizontal one. So you can see that this thing here is not tiling perfectly, but we will fix that.
Ooh, that's close.
We would probably not be able to see it, no, that's true, but I want to be perfect here. So I'm just going in, and then just use the stamp tool here, and then just
Watch my live stream with my brother.
If you watch mine, I will watch yours.
Scratch my back.
That sounded wrong.
No? If you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Yeah.
please stop now.
You wanna join?
No. Okay, so this is okay. Okay, and I'll just save this as a PNG file. So I'll go save for web.
Sometimes it's strawberry flavor. You know, lollipop.
Please stop.
Yeah, please stop.
I want this with transparency, and yeah, I'll just put it on desktop. Good. So what I'm doing here is I'm just adding a few polygons up here. Just go with a plane for this, then move it up here, change the layout to just one, then move it over here, then rotate that, hold the J key, go like so, move it down, move it over. So we can do it like this, or we can also do something else, which is probably even better. Just grab this face and grab this face, and then go mesh or edit mesh, duplicate face, and make sure it's set to separate. Just go duplicate, and there we go. And I can always move them up like so. Now the nice thing about this is that I can select these, and I can just, if I move them down, just grab these two and center pivot. There you go. Move it down. And then scale it in slightly so that it's inside the one. Move this down. And do the same thing for that. Scale that until it's inside. There we go. So it's not perfect, but it's okay. Okay, and then these two, I just extrude them up like so. That should be good. Delete the top face and delete the two bottom faces as well. Okay, and there we go. We have these two, and then I'll simply make one texture per piece because I'll use repeating for this. So let's just make a material for this. Add a blend, turn on texturing, and then on this blend material, just right click and go material. I will add the texture of the little thing we found, desktop. Yeah, the little spiky thing.
So it will only show these spiky things.
Yes, for now though. Okay, so you can see this doesn't work. And why is that?
Too short.
Because the UVs are not good. So what I'll do is I'll do a little trick. I'll simply do what's called unitize. So what that does is it takes all the polygons and makes them fit entirely.
It looks like small fat people.
This is standing up. Help! We're trapped in the witch's house!
We're gonna jump.
Yes.
Can you hear everything?
It's good.
Small fat people.
Then what I'll do is I will grab these edges here. I'll actually do it differently. I'll grab these and then I go automatic mapping. There we go.
Automatic.
Yeah, and then I'll grab the edges here for these, and I'll do the move and sew. So I'll make one long strip here, like so. Okay, grab all these and rotate them twice, then move it over. Actually, just scale it up until it fits. So just move this down and just make sure that it fits inside. So this is, you can see it's inside at the bottom and it's inside at the top, so I don't have any repeating problems. And then essentially it's just a question about scaling it in the horizontal axis, how much I want. So for instance, this is probably good.
So you also have to do this for the next one, or?
Yeah, I mean this will not always work because I don't want one of the spikes to be exactly at the edge or at the border of two. So for instance here I will move it over so that it is it's here. So you can see I don't have a. Let's see if I'm been lucky with all of them. No, you can see this one. I have an issue here, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'll just grab the UVs here for this, and it's actually at the end. So I'll grab this one, and I'll just try pulling this like so, and the one at the other end, and I'll just do that. Okay. And oh, this almost works. That's actually not too bad.
Close enough.
Yeah, well, I'll just grab these, and then I'll just there. That's better. It's good. Okay, so now they're done. We actually just have one problem here, and you can slightly see it here, right?
Yeah.
We have a highlight on it.
Yeah. It's not
And of course the easiest thing here is just to remove all highlights on this material. That is by far the easiest. So just go change this to a Lambert, for instance. So there will be no... A Lambert is just a matte material, so it doesn't have any highlights. Another option I can use if I keep it at blend is to actually use the opacity, so the inverse of the transparency, to control my specular, so that it will only have highlights where the model is. Yep. So we go to rendering editors, Hypershade, and I'll just list this one, grab it, and then click the in and out, so I get this list here. And then what I'll do is I'll middle mouse button click and drag this onto the specular color. Will that work? No, that will not work because of the way that Photoshop does it. But I can do another little trick. If I grab a ramp, there, and I'll actually just assign this to the color for now, so you can see what's going on. I'll just detach the transparency for now. So you can see this. If I then middle mouse button drag this on top of the ramp and go other, it will open up the connection editor. So I have the ability here to find my out alpha, which is the transparency here, and I will map that to my U and V coordinates. So you can see that the result will be that my ramp will essentially, whether this is transparent or not, will map this color over here. And then I can set the top one to be white, because that's where I want my highlights. And then the bottom one should be black, because that's where I want it to be transparent. So we get this. And this one I'll map to my specular color. So you can see no highlights outside. And then I'll just map this to my color. And it should also, actually I need to break this. I need to go there, okay, and there. So there we go. So now we should have highlights, but only on the pickets, right?
Ah.
And I can use the same method for my bump map. So if I use this, I can just middle mouse button drag that to the bump section, and it should actually you should get the impression that it has a little bit of structure, right? Hello, Klaus. So that's one of them. And I'll just do the next one fast so you can see what's going on. So create UVs, automatic mapping, grab that, go to my UV texture editor, grab the edges here, so grab that one, and that one. So I'll leave one because I can't attach it all the way around, because then it will loop. So I need to have one where it's open, and then attach them like this. Go to UVs, select this, flip this around, and then move it up, make this bigger. And this needs to have the same material. Was that blend 4? No. Let's see. Existing. Yeah, it was. Okay, so you can see it's this one is upside down. That's not good. So I'll just go UVs, grab that, control to shell, and then flip this around again. And then again in here, make sure the scale is good, so we have the right size, something like this, I guess. And then I just need to make it work like so. See if I can. So that is not quite. It works pretty well there. So just go through each of these and just make it work. And this is the end here. There we go. You can actually turn on so that it'll show the texture all over the place. So you can go in here and turn on the tiling for the texture. It's in image range. So if I turn this to a bigger number, it will tile all the way. But generally, it's not necessary because it's just moving it a little bit to fit it in. So I just need to go to the other end. Here, that's good. And that's pretty good too, unless I want this to be, no, that's good. So essentially what I got is this nice thing here. So we're done with the main house, we've done the roof, we've done the finishings here, and we added the little spiky bits up there. Yeah, let's do that for now. So I'll stop the video and you can get